Let me know if this sounds familiar. You got into university to study computer science with dreams of making it big and reaching that six-figure salary. You made it through data structures, you made it through algorithms, and the time has come to look for an internship, or maybe even a full-time job. You've worked day and night to finish your glorious projects, sunk hours and hours working on LeetCode questions, and finally, you're ready to begin applying. However, you notice that with each resume sent out, you either get no response back or that dreaded email saying, "Unfortunately, at this time, we've decided to move forward with other candidates." Well, that's strange. Well, if the projects are great and you're ready to interview but can't seem to get a response back, that means there's only one thing that could be wrong: the resume. Ah yes, the resume. The key to opening the doors at the biggest tech companies and that six-figure salary you're chasing. Without a good resume, you won't get to show all those tech companies just how quickly you can invert a linked list. But Logbug, you might say, I already have a resume. You see, not just any resume will get you that interview, and I had to learn that the hard way, after many iterations and hundreds of rejections. So stick around, let me save you the trouble and show you everything you need to know to turn your resume into the one that will get you to the front door of success. The rest is up to you. The first and most important thing to talk about is formatting. When a potential recruiter looks at your resume, they may only give it a 10-second glance before they toss it aside and begin looking at the next. This is why it is important to make sure that your resume is easy to read and all the key information can be found quickly. So as tempting as it may be to be artsy and creative, let's stick to what we know works. Font choice is very important. You want your resume to look professional, but still be very easy to read. Garamond is one of my personal favorites, but explore your font choices and find the one that fits your desired look. Make sure to have distinct section headers and a very clear separation between sections. Remember, your resume might only get 10 seconds of review. Indenting within sections can be a great way to guide the eyes of the reader down the page and to the important parts of the section you want them to see. Make use of your tools. Use bold and italics to emphasize keywords that help show your skills and abilities. This will make them stand out from the rest of the resume and allow the reader to find more easily what they are looking for. Remember, consistency is key. Try to keep the amount of information about projects consistent. Keep it to one sentence per bullet point, and don't write essays that the recruiter won't take the time to read. Now, let's talk about content. This is what makes it truly your resume. With all your projects and achievements, you want to make sure that it represents the best version of you. So let's go through each section of the resume one by one and build them out. First, introduce yourself. Add your name, contact info, LinkedIn, GitHub, personal portfolio, and anything else about you to the top of the resume. Add direct hyperlinks to each of them so the recruiter can very easily click through and explore further if they are interested. As a student, your education should be at the top of your resume. It is the best thing that you have to show for yourself. A great addition to this section is a list of your achievements and accomplishments during your time in university. Did you make Dean's List? Took some difficult and unique classes? Participated in clubs? Add them to your resume. Remember, companies aren't looking for robots. They're looking for people that will be a part of a larger team. You can also add other courses and boot camps to the section if they are relevant to the position. If you're looking for a full-time new grad position, now is the time to add your work experience. Make sure to list the company name as well as the job role. Take some time to come up with 3 or 4 thoughtful sentences that describe what you did during your time at the company. Avoid things like "I did X" or "I did Y", and look to use stronger action verbs such as developed, created, and optimized. Remember to make yourself look great, but don't lie or exaggerate. Following your work experience comes the project section. This is the place to share all of the awesome things you were able to do during your time in school. Each project should follow the general structure of what the project was, the languages and technologies used, and a few bullet points describing what you did for that project. If the project was done in a team, make sure to emphasize the teamwork aspect. Again, companies aren't looking for robots, they're looking for someone who can work well with others. What if I don't have any projects? Well, this is a great time to learn. There are many great starter projects you can create to add to your resume, like tic-tac-toe, hangman, or any other variety of projects you can create by following guides on YouTube. Once again, remember to make the project sound technical, but don't over-exaggerate or lie about what you did. If after adding all your projects you still have space, this is the time to add a skills section. Here you can list the technologies, languages, and frameworks you are familiar with. Not only will this help the recruiter find the information, but also help the applicant tracking system to pick it up. Remember, only list technologies you are comfortable with and can talk about in the interview. So no, writing hello world in Python does not count. So now, let's see what it all looks like when put together. Notice how the resume is not crowded and each section is very distinct and easy to follow. The font is easy to read and looks professional. The bold and italics help the keywords jump out at the reader. The contact section has all the needed information to help the company contact you. The education section has a list of accomplishments that help make you stand out. The work experience section makes it clear where you worked and what you did, using strong action verbs such as developed, created, and refined. The project section is concise and shows the impact you had on the project. The skills are laid out in a way that helps the reader understand your strengths. So how do I know this works? Well, because this is my resume. The same resume I applied with when I was looking for jobs. Before refining the resume to this iteration, I would scarcely hear back. However, after I began to apply with this resume, I started receiving interview requests from companies such as Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Credit Karma, and many more. I hope this video was helpful in building out your resume, and if you know other students looking for a job, make sure to share it with them, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more helpful content. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.